Hello everybody, this is NCS and welcome back to Let's Play Sengoku Gensoukyou. Today we will develop a little more of our territories, and you know what? Let's first attack the enemy army. Because, well, why not? Pretty much. And yeah, let's show off Yuka and Medicine. I'll not level them up just yet. Let's see, I'm not even going to make a full army, but what I'm doing here for right now is maybe not one of the smartest idea, seeing how Medicine doesn't like Alice. But she is still boosted by her power to boost up all dolls, so I guess that works out alright. So yeah, Medicine, let's send her into the front, even though she's weaker melee-wise or attacking-wise, and yeah. Wow, I actually have a physically oriented enemy army for once. Oh right, I totally forgot about that. Oh. Okay, well, let's not attack the fairy army. I forgot about that cutscene. Yeah, I already told you, I believe, that the first time you attack them, nothing happens. But oh well. I didn't really plan on defeating them this episode anyway. Only halfway. Reima's Hakure army began their march towards the Misty Lake. Yet, no matter how long they traveled, the side of the lake never came into their view. Hey, was the lake supposed to be this far? This is weird. We should have reached there a while ago. Let's keep moving a bit longer, I suppose. Yet, no matter how long they traveled, they never reached their destination. Right when they began to suspect something fishy, a familiar view revealed itself before their eyes. Hey, we're back at the village. They had marched straight towards their main destination, yet somehow ended up at the point where they started. It was completely mind-boggling. Whatever way you look at it, this is really weird. Anyway, let's withdraw for today. Guess that's all we can do. So the fairies are not quite as dumb as they seem if they have a yokai who's doing all the planning. From somewhere in the distance, a giggling voice could be heard. So yeah, the first time you try to attack them after their strategy has been planned, well, you can only waste a turn. However, instead, you now have the event asking the villagers, which basically will negate this effect. However, yeah, one attack or not attack is enough for one turn, so let's try and... Ooh, I have a couple of 24s. Let's increase our Ryumaka amount. Haha, that account. But I'm pretty sure it's that account last episode. Oh well. Oh yeah, let's not use Aya if we don't have to. Okay. And let's see if we're being counterattacked by somebody, or just attacked in the first place. No, but we get another cutscene with the Hakakyukuru Hades! And more Lily White. Ah. The scent of spring lingers gently in the air. Lily White was merrily singing along with the performance. Lunasa played melancholic music. Merlin made maniacal sounds. Ah, right, maniacal, that was the word I was searching for the last episode. And Lyrica weaved the contrary sounds together. It was truly fantastical music. Spring, spring, spring of the 4 seasons. The cherry blossoms in the air are full bloom. Whew. That was pretty good. That makes another spring song for us to add to the program, huh? Yes, the sounds were even better than I had expected. Oh yeah, speaking of the program, we need to decide the theme for our next live performance. Since Lily's around, it should be bright, lively, and happy. Our last live performance was built around you as the main performer already. That's right, so that won't do. It's my turn next. You were the main performer 2 live shows ago, sister. It's my turn next. But if you're the main performer, what is the theme then? Upbeat? Well, yeah, upbeat could be possible. Yeah, might be. Because, well, she doesn't have any effects on the human mind, or human psyche, or whatever. My piano playing will knock them all dead. Please don't. what will you do if they really die? Anyway, let's have Lily decide. She's impartial after all. Huh? I object. So do I. She'll just do as you say. Nah, she won't. Hey Lily, I should be the main performer for our next live show, right? Jack the Fairy, of course. She's not influencing her at all. Spring! Spring, yes, spring! Oh boy. See, even Lily says so. She only said that cause you made her react like that. Then let's make it fair for all of us. Hey? The three of them turned towards Lily. Yeah, a spring-themed live performance sounds good. I agree. So, Lily, we would like you to appear with us on our next live performance as a guest. What do you think? Is that spring? That's up to you. If you sing about spring, it'll surely become spring. Okay, I'll be happy to sing about spring. I'm not very good at it though. Don't worry about that. Let's practice for our next performance. Yes, spring, spring, and calls and twirls. That's not quite right. What have they gotten themselves into with Lily? Anyway, no counterattacks this turn, so let's continue our developing. Well, I would do so either way. But, yeah. Let's just do a little bit, and... well, I thought we were far long into the episode, okay. In that case, we can easily do another event, Ask the Villagers. For that, we need 12 research, but since we're not going to attack this turn anyway, it doesn't really matter that... oops, what am I doing? That we... well, then I need to take the secondary party as well for that event. As all events, this one takes up one turn too, or one action, rather. Why did they end up at the village every time they set out for the lake? We only did that once, although we would have come back to the village every time we had tried to send in our characters to the fairy army. Rem and Marisa went to the human village to try and sort out and investigate the puzzle. This place is the closest to the lake, so maybe we'll get some good info here. I wonder if the lake is really the same as it was before. They then went around, talking to the villagers they saw and asking them about the lake. Oh, the lake? Did something happen there? I can't tell you much about it, I'm afraid. That place is dangerous, so I try not to go there. I'm sorry, but I don't go to the lake often, so I'm not really sure what you're talking about. You know the ice fairy there, right? She froze my crops before. She was such a pain, be careful of her. We kind of know that ice fairy too, so yeah. In fact, we beat her multiple times, so no need to be careful, really. Speaking of fairies, there was a trio of them causing a big fuss at the reservoir recently. Water is precious here, so I gave chase, but as soon as I got close, those fairies, as soon as they noticed me, they just disappeared without a sound. I heard something about a lake just before. Is that related, maybe? I'm running out of voices. Again. They then took a break to sort out the information they gathered. It seems like not a single one of them knows what we're talking about for sure. And the last villager, he talked about a trio of fairies. Does that bring anything to your mind? Sorta. But nothing that makes a huge impression. You met those three fairies multiple times! You should at least remember them and their ability. This is worrying. We won't be able to solve this mystery at this rate. We need to find out more details. Fairies. A trio of fairies. Disappeared without a trace or sound. Hey Rema, when we went to the lake, were you able to hear anything? Now that you mention it, it was almost entirely silent except for a buzzing in my ears. Now that's sounding suspicious. That seems to be related, yeah. I think we should try and find out who we're dealing with. And how we would investigate a trio of fairies. Doesn't sound like it'd be terribly easy. Sounds like it'd be terrible, actually. Let's see what we can do, though. So next time we try to attack the fairy army in total, we should make actually some progress. And somebody joined the army, but I couldn't read that. And wait, well, what? They're trying to attack the human village. Oh no, I won't let you do that, fairies. Ah yeah, I'll make sure to get rid of them real quick, and I'll be right back after that. That was a surprisingly unsurprising easy victory. Oh, Mima leveled up. Nice. Okay, somebody joined, but that doesn't matter since they haven't declared war on us yet. And we're out of cutscenes for the Hakikyukure Hades as well. I wonder when they will attack us, actually. So, let's see. Ah, no, okay, we need to consult Akyu too. So, let's send... Aww. I just wanted to send Akyu to consulting Akyu, but, well, that's kind of useless unless we exactly need 3 more, or 2 more. Ah, I'm not going to negotiate anyway. Yeah, I just had to do that, sorry. Yeah, story-filled episode it seems. Raymond Marisa went to visit Akyu to inquire about fairies who could conceal their sounds and figures. You should know about them! In their own manga, they, like, visited Reina and Marisa every single chapter! Akyu, are you there? My, how may I help the two of you? We came to take a quick peek at the Gensoukyou Chronicles. Oh, again? I thought you looked through it quite a bit already. Actually, it's for this and that and so on and so forth. What's that supposed to mean? I see. So it is about such and such. What the heck are you two on about? Thanks, Marisa. My thoughts exactly. Ah, just ignore that, please. I shall bring it here, so please wait a little while. Akyu disappeared into the mansion and eventually reappeared, holding several volumes of books. Phew. So, you two would like to investigate further on a certain trio of fairies, correct? How do you know that? We only said such... No, you said such and such, but still. I'm so touched. Hey, what's wrong? Gensoukyou has changed so much throughout the generations of Hideyas. But to see that the Gensoukyou Chronicles, a creation of the first generation, is fulfilling its purpose, it makes me feel very emotional. That's just slightly creepy. Anyway, does a trio of fairies ring any bells? A trio of fairies certainly is not an everyday sight. Huh, really? Usually fairies are swarming all around together, so I thought packs of fairies or whatever is not that uncommon, but okay. I believe this is what you're looking for. Akyu took one of the many volumes of the Gensoukyou Chronicles out as she spoke, and flipped the pages until it settled on something regarding fairies. She then opened it up for Reim and Marisa to see. The light-bending sunny milk, the sound-manipulating Luna child, and the anime-detecting star sapphire. You know what's even more stupid that they don't get all of that? They've been fighting them all this time when they were trying to attack the human village! So, really, you should know that these three fairies are there. I can know them too! Gameplay mechanics and story, I know. Still. From a logical perspective, it doesn't make any sense that they still haven't figured that out. I feel like I've seen them somewhere before. My point exactly. Your experience of returning to the village after setting out for the lake can be explained by this. How so? Every object in the world requires light to be reflected off it for the eye to recognize it. If light were to bend around it, my figure would not be seen. Furthermore, if you think about it the opposite way, reflecting light onto scenery in a creative way can make something similar to an optical illusion. So you mean we were going towards what looked like the lake, but we were actually heading towards the village instead? They would also use the ability to detect animate objects to sense your presence, then use their ability to conceal sounds to confuse your sense of direction. That's a pretty good plan for a bunch of fairies, honestly. How can we get around it though? Well, waiting for a rainy day would be the best option, but the weather is not something you can count on. Nah, we don't need to wait for that. I've got a plan. Do you have some rainmaking yokai or something? Just as I expected, Marisa. I always had faith in you. Yup, we're on it. Anyways, now that we know their tricks, there's nothing to it. Just leave it all to me. I have no idea what you're planning, but since you're so confident, I'll do just that. I'm glad to have been of help. Yeah, thanks a bunch. Yup, see ya. Aki held her book close to her chest as she watched the two off in high spirits. Huh. Who could have thought that I could be useful to someone? I'm so glad I helped to write Gensoukyou Chronicles. And thank you as well, Lady Yukari. What does Yukari have to do with it? Huh. Did she, tell her to write the Gensoukyou Chronicles, maybe? Well, that might be it. But anyway, yeah. Let's not attack the fairy army right now, because we're still lagging behind in Ryumaku. And do it. Oh, yes, I could send them. Who cares? The fairies are easy enough to deal with that I don't need a full army. And they're not even attacking. The Yakikukuri Hades, on the other hand, though, it's not going to counterattack either. So, somehow we've made a lot of progress and no progress at all. Weird. Anyway, next time we will probably level up our Rimaka amount even further, or I'll do that off screen and just show off all the stuff that has happened, like counter-attacking of the fairy army or random cutscenes popping up later then. And yeah, I guess I'll do just that, because I want to make a little more progress there. So next time I will have a lot more Ryumaku, and we will start our attack on the fairy army once again. So this was NCS, and farewell for now.